over the weekends, big match between Manchester United and then Arsenal Football Club, because of say this is the biggest match in the English Premiership over this particular weekend. And when you look at the table of the English Premiership, it can actually tell you say baby Southampton and I say baby Arsenal for Dano and Momo in the English Premiership because of the kind of moment Mikel Arteta at the Arsenal for no and even to Manchester United baby also that currently as we speak in the English Premiership and also so Momo. So they will be meeting over this particular weekend in the English Premiership, making sure say either say Ruben Amorim can easily attest the fact say he can easily compete not to meet the Manchester United the Europa Conference League anymore, and now say Mikel Arteta will still hope to contest for the English Premiership on this particular season. On be competing with the Liverpool Football Club this season. So this will be a match-up game between Manchester United and Arsenal Football Club. But then in the last 5 games that are happening between Manchester United and Arsenal Football Club, they've been able to score close to about 19 goals between them. Of which say Manchester United have scored just about 10 goals and then Arsenal Football Club has scored 9 goals. So it tells you say they are actually scoring goals whenever we are these two football clubs be meeting in the English Premiership. Now when you look on this particular tactical board, I'm going to explain the reason why Papa Mr. Ruben Amorim might lose this particular game, because of certain tactical prowess and the tactical identity of Manchester United has kept on changing. Because of say the last time Manchester United was striving against Arsenal Football Club, they did something magical under Eric Ten Hag to share Arsenal Football Club within that particular period. But then with the side of Manchester United trying to play the 3-4-2-1 tactical formation for Manchester United, that is not the usual 3-backer you get from any other football club, just to provide the basic identity of the low compactable block system for the 3-back, and the 4-man midfield match it up with that particular mid-block system. No, they are not doing that particular job in the 3-4-2-1 tactical formation very well for Manchester United. When you look at this particular board, you get Martin de Ligt, who will be the main sweeper. Lenny Yoro, that kind of young chap, will be in the left full-back position, trying to make sure so bit closely that particular gap with Martin de Ligt, and Mazraoui will be that kind of left full-back on Mabua. Manchester United the defensive structure of Manchester United. Now in the midfield, you get Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Patrick Gudogu, and then Diogo Dalot. This season for Manchester United, it has not been well for them in terms of midfield. Ruben Amorim has kept on changing the dynamism of the midfield of Manchester United. Saying, or the Casemiro bar, he will truly need to actually play Kobe Mainoo as a traditional number 8, just to support either Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes in the midfield. When he plays Bruno Fernandes, he will try to bring in Eriksen, just to have a close compatibility with Bruno Fernandes in the midfield. But in the last matches, to me, if you want to ask me, one of the 3-4-2-1 system, the side of Manchester United in the midfielder, I would choose Manuel Ugarte with him or Obono as a deep line playmaker in that particular midfield for the side of Manchester United. Now, this particular season, before also Obeba Manchester United, none of these tactic number 6 has been able to make close to about 86 tackles per last 3 matches. But when Manuel Ugarte came to Manchester United, the tackles, the ball retention, the passing accuracy, it's been matching up not less than 86% for him in that particular match. So to me, all those about Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes over the weekend against Real Sociedad. But then when you're playing big match like this, meeting Arsenal Football Club, you will need a particular deep line playmaker who will control the tempo, who will actually control the directions in that particular match. We'll see a lot of tackles in the midfield. I don't expect Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes to start for the side of Manchester United. But in may expect Manuel Ugarte, Casemiro, and I say Kobe Mainoo in that particular midfield, making sure they will give them that particular mid-block just to control Arsenal. Almost midfield in a compaction of Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard.
Mainoo fit?
Yes, he's half fit, and he can definitely play. Now, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice can easily match up to that particular occasion, who can give them that numbers in that particular midfield. But Arsenal, boss, in the last 3 matches, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice team are combined the Arsenal Football Club in the midfield. They've given them close to about 86 ball contributions into the attacking third. But Arsenal, transition right from that particular defensive structure. Now you have William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes as the as the two centre pairs in that particular defensive structure of Arsenal Football Club. During Timber as a right full back or a right full back because of say or a hybrid, he is not a typical right full back for the side of Arsenal Football, but then he's a right centre back. But so as a right full back at the moment, Papa your friend said Mikel Arteta used to during Timber as a right full back in the position of Arsenal Football Club just because of say he wants to control that particular right flanks now a war Arsenal or Mahano, because whenever Mikel Arteta wants to make a lot of transitions, he starts from the right full back position. That means say Julian Timber will only channel a lot of passes to the right winger. Senebeya will control that particular tempo in the right flank. So Tamana Bukayo Saka he always try to make sure to a lot of passes into the right flanks, and then so when Timber comes to the right flanks, he will come to the left flanks, Leo Trussard and so Ewa. Then you get of Gabriel Magalhaes. Now these two compactable, perfect pairs for that particular defensive structure, they've made close to about 1,200 passes from that particular defensive side of Arsenal Football Club. So they are not that kind of football club, but when they're actually starting their transition, they try to locate long passes into the attacking third. But they try to control short display passes and making sure they will release most of these passes into the final third and also into the mid third of Arsenal Football Club. But then when they're releasing this particular transition, and that's when they're releasing short passes into the attacking third, they have a certain player who control the game and make sure say he will interline between the defensive structure and then even to the mid-third structure, and that is Thomas Partey. The technical ability, how he controls the ball, the body gesture, the upper body, how he actually move with the ball, and everything we are here in the midfield, help the side of Martin Odegaard just to find himself in available spaces, just for him to control that particular attacking third as an offensive pivot player for Arsenal Football Club. So this season, the last 5 games of Thomas Partey, he has made close to about 86 ball retentions in the midfield for Arsenal Football Club. No any other midfielder in the Arsenal Football Club has done what Thomas Partey has done for the side of Arsenal in the last 5 games for Arsenal Football Club. Even Martin Odegaard, he has been able to make just 76 ball retentions in that particular offensive pivotal role for Arsenal Football Club. Then you get Declan Rice. When Thomas Partey is failing to do that recovery ball, that cover shadow balls in the midfield, the next person to actually do that particular job for you will be Declan Rice or Nsubiji as a half traditional number 8, just to support Martin Odegaard, just for him to release himself into the availability of spaces into the attacking third. But so we do attacking third now. You have Leandro Trossard, you have Mikel Merino, you have Ethan Nwaneri. This is the particular problem with Stadium Arsenal Football, because in the last subsequent games, Arsenal they've not been able to score a lot of goals. Although over there in that particular midweek in the UEFA Champions League, they scored PSV and Eindhoven by 7-1. But into the attacking third, it wasn't a certain striker not a lot of goals. Mikel Arteta has actually built that Arsenal Football Club in the moment. Say when you are not even having a prolific striker to lead them in attacking prowess, they can have some of these front attackers that they can easily score goals just from the midfield into the attacking third. So in the last consistent seasons, so one particular player or one goal contribution to do upon it has been Bukayo Saka. Now outside Bukayo Saka, there will be another player who can give them that squad and who can give that goal basic contribution into the attacking third, and that is either Martin Odegaard, Ethan Nwaneri, or Leandro Trossard in that particular final third delivery for Arsenal Football Club. But when you check in Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes as a creativa, as a basic number 10 for the side of Manchester United. So Sergio a lot of parts you get just one player who can easily transition most of these passes into the attacking third. But Rasmus Højlund has been that kind of striker while Philly Papa reference Ruben Amorim big time. Do you know why? When the Tembia Bruno Fernandes will try to locate him in the midfield and that's into the attacking third, Tembiano Okwashe defenders nechi. And it has been a problem. In fact, Manchester United, on the last 5 games of Mabono, you wouldn't see Rasmus Højlund trying to open up space, making him available for Bruno Fernandes to carry the ball and then place it to him. What I say? So Manchester United into the attacking third, they create chances. Manchester team created 22 chances the last 5 games. But when they share that goals in their Manchester United, that is a problem for Manchester. So they need a clinical striker of which they can easily pounce that particular goals for Manchester United. That's the reason why they are campaigning. So we go for Victor Osimhen, from Galatasaray to Manchester United. No coach and release clause to Napoli. No because they believe say Victor Osimhen can just come in and score that particular goals for Manchester United. But the problem of Manchester United is not only about the side of Victor Osimhen, but then the attackers. Manchester was just one ball career progressor. When it comes to progressive ball from to the attacking third, it will be Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, and also ABOU Mason Mount. Mason Mount caliber and the way so to progressive ball but they perform. But currently it's just about Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. They will progress the ball. Bruno Fernandes' ball progression this season has been 76% for Manchester United. But so do the attacking third one man. Why need to be carry ball? I open up space. I create a lot of chance. I share that particular goals there on Manchester United. They had the certain Amad Diallo who was doing that in-depth availability into the attacking third. But that is the problem of Manchester United in attacking third. Jesus Exi is not a typical creative who can sometimes give you as a false number 9 on your side that kind of player, or a false number 9 who comes into the attacking third just to help that traditional number 8 for them to progress the ball into the final third. When it comes to Onwankasa the ball and the movement and all Bodima Bologna in the Italian Serie A, about Manchester United, Ruben Amorim is not actually doing that particular job for Joshua Exi very well. But when it becomes so difficult for Manchester United to release most of the balls in attacking third, I trust Bruno Fernandes to transition a lot of balls to attacking third. Sometimes he can score, but Alejandro Garnacho should also be up and doing in this particular game because you cannot play close to about 10 matches and make close to about 8 chances into the attacking third. Alejandro Garnacho has been that problem for Manchester United in attacking third. The kind of chance of making them Manchester United, it doesn't be well for Manchester. So if Manchester United will need to win this particular game, then they will need to stop that particular midfield trial of Arsenal Football Club containing Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice for them to actually have that fulfillment in winning this particular game against the side of Arsenal Football Club. But boss, this game is also a very crucial encounter. That is Liverpool against Southampton Football Club. Yes. Liverpool against Southampton Football Club. Southampton be more than any. Although it will be a massive win for Liverpool Football Club. But last 2 seasons, Southampton area also relegation scramble. Arsenal will win over Manchester United. They will win against Manchester United. They will win. Arsenal will win against Manchester United. I said Arsenal will win against Manchester United. Now, between Southampton and the Liverpool Football Club, it's going to be a crucial encounter because the last game, now Southampton air core relegation club, they were able to score Liverpool by 3-0. Now, this is the starting lineup of Papa Evans and Anna Slot doing that particular magic job for Liverpool Football Club this season. Although he has been able to revitalize the identity of Liverpool Football Club in that particular football club. But then when it comes to Onwankasa basic identity, he plays the 4-2-3-1, just like Papa Evans and Jurgen Klopp was doing for Liverpool Football Club, playing the 4-2-3-1, flexibility in the midfield, making sure these career progressors in the midfield can easily carry the ball and make themselves available for most of these spaces. But when you talk about Liverpool Football Club, this is how they do the 4-2-3-1. Ibrahim Konate, Virgil van Dijk will be the 2 center pairs. Liverpool Football Club. Costa Makers will be that kind of left full back position on the side of Liverpool. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold, that basic right full back who comes in and add a lot of in-depth into the midfield, will become an inverted midfield and sometimes become an offensive attacker, supporting Mohamed Salah in attacking third. By the Gravenberch, McAllister, and Harvey Elliott, we're not getting Dominic Szoboszlai to play in that particular number 10 position for Liverpool Football Club. Expect, Harvey Elliott can easily do that kind of job for the side of Liverpool Football Club as a basic traditional number 10 who can do that particular job for the side of Arne Slot. But Arne Slot, with that tactical flexibility or ball into the midfield, or for me the octagonal shape in the midfield, making sure Ryan Gravenberch will be that kind of centric midfielder who will release most of the balls and run into this left midfield row and the right midfield row, supposing a lot of runs into the attacking third. So on your static midfielder that you need, our opponent can easily pounce and control him, and also want that man-to-man pressing in that particular midfield. You wouldn't get Ryan Gravenberch like that, but then or your all-round midfielder who supports that role in the left midfield and the right midfield of Liverpool Football Club. Now you get Alexis McAllister. This season for Liverpool Football Club, one underrated player in the midfield for the side of Liverpool has been Alexis McAllister. The roles and position, the functions of Papa Reference and a slot, Edema Alexis McAllister is just pure and tactical. But sometimes you wouldn't see, just like Kwana Jordan Henderson, if I support the midfield for Jurgen Klopp in that particular system, it is something extraordinary. When Liverpool wants to actually defend in the high press system of football, and I said again, game press system of football, do they can press or trigger press first in the midfield? It's Papa Reference and Alexis McAllister. This season, the work rate from the side of Liverpool in the midfield has been solely immense. Close to about 86 ball workouts. So, depending in attacking third, depending in the defensive structure, making sure he will cover most of these spaces in the midfield of Liverpool Football Club setup. When you mix Alexis McAllister from the midfield, they will not be able to function properly in the midfield for the side of Liverpool Football Club. And Harvey Elliott supporting Dominic Soboslai, intimacy, I can't find my Liverpool. It actually means that Harvey Elliott will have a lot of things to do for Liverpool Football Club to the attacking third. He will need to create a lot of chances for Papa himself, Darwin Nunes, and as a Luis Diaz on the anymore, Edema Liverpool, and Curtis Jones coming in to support Cody Gakpo, also having that particular absence. We will need to step up and make sure we make a lot of incisive passes into the attacking third. And Mohamed Salah, that man of the moment, carrying that kind of number of goals, carrying that number of assists, carrying everything for Liverpool Football Club this season. We need to step up just for Arne Slot to advance the point gap between Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea Football Club, and other clubs, Nottingham Forest, are more fighting for the English Premiership this particular season. I'm predicting that this particular game will be over 2.5 in a win for Liverpool Football Club.